Welcome to Off the Boards with Josh and Ryan. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Off the Boards. As always, I am Josh. We have Ryan and our producer and editor Connor is here. We took last week off because I didn't realize how annoying moving would be. So finally got my desk set up and everything turned back on. Don't have anything on the walls yet, but there will be a lot of stuff behind me eventually. So we have hit the playoffs. Lots of good, lots of bad this week. But I want to start here. You know, Ryan, Alexander Ovechkin could call it a career, and if he does, I'm just going to say he has averaged 49 goals a season for his entire career. That is an insane number to me. But my question, do you think he comes back again, or do you think he's done?
At this point, I don't know. I think he absolutely could. I think he still got it in him. He had 64 points last year, 32 goals. He can come back and keep doing it as long as they'll pay him. And I think the Washington Capitals owner, I think it's Ted something, will keep paying him as long as he wants to play. But at this point, I just don't know what's left to achieve. If he could come back in another 2 years and try to score 1,000 goals, and he might do it in 2 years. It might take him 3. But I don't know why. Just at this point, he's done everything he could. He's what, 71 goals away.
Yep.
So that's,
I mean, a 40 goal
36, 35.
Yeah, which is not
it's not a question
not totally out of the realm.
But as he's aging, he'd have to put his foot on the gas a little bit to get that done over the next 2 years. Which I think, don't get me wrong, he could do it. It's just, does he want to at this point? Is there anything? What's left to accomplish?
It's sad to not see him in the playoffs, but they played a game against the Penguins earlier this week, and the Penguins all tried to come out onto the ice after the game to shake his hand, and he waved them off, almost signaling that he wasn't done yet. So I don't know if that was him still saying he was going to make the playoffs, or if that was him saying I'll be back. But I hope he'll be back because the NHL is better with Ovechkin in it.
Yeah, his contract is up, but again, they can give him another contract. No, I don't think anybody's looking at that and saying, I don't know.
What do you pay him? Like at this point, is it 9?
Yeah, probably 9. His last contract was 9.5 for the last 4 years?
I mean, the cap's going up like $8.5 million, I think, this year.
Yeah, it's going up a lot. So it could just be another 9, and that's just it. It's really whatever he wants. If he said, I'd like a Supermax for 1 year, I think they'd still give it to him. Like, it's Alex Ovechkin.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not like they have much else going for them, considering they traded away, like, the other, like, longevity piece, John Carlson, which, that, since the Ducks made the playoffs, I believe that pick got changed. I can't remember exactly what it got changed to. Was it a first this year, I think is what it was?
I don't know.
Well, I know that Toronto, thanks to LA making the playoffs, were able to upgrade the pick they got from the Lawton trade from a 3rd to a 2nd. So thank you, LA Kings, for making the playoffs. Sure, that makes Connor happy.
Fuck you.
For what? You made the playoffs. I didn't.
You know what? All I can say is how happy I am for us to make the playoffs and not have to play the Oilers for a 5th year in a row, only to be matched up in the first round against the fucking Avalanche.
Yeah, I think there's got to be there's a conversation to be had about how the LA Kings are basically the Leafs of the West, where they get to the playoffs every year and then they get bounced in the first round.
No,
well, I'm just saying. Ryan, you concur with that, right? Like, you see it, right? They get bounced by the same team every year, or in this case, Colorado, which would be like the Lightning or the Panthers, and they lose to the Oilers every year, which is like the Leafs losing to the Bruins.
I think they're less like that and more like the old Minnesota Wild. Always kind of good enough to make the playoffs, never quite good enough to do anything in the playoffs, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of just forever mid. And that's the LA Kings right now.
Well, let's since we are at the playoffs, I think we just start off with our playoff brackets and just get them out of the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You want to go first here, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, the last time the Wild made the second round was 2015 when they beat the Blues in the first. And based on their performance, we'll start with the Kings Avalanche. Avalanche. Next, Josh, any input?
I mean, I'm gonna do my own bracket
Yeah, as you
after,
say, you guys can each talk
okay,
about it
I'll
as
do.
you pick. If you want to kind of
but
go,
yeah,
go through each
I
one.
would concur with that pick, Ryan. Good pick.
Dallas, Minnesota. This is a real toss-up for me. I think this is one of the closest matchups. We are recording this on Sunday, so we saw the Saturday night games. So we saw Minnesota go into Dallas and beat
Blow
belt
them
the
out.
ass 6-1.
Yeah, blew them out of the
So
water.
if that's the way Minnesota's gonna play, I wasn't watching the game. I was watching WrestleMania, as was Josh. But
Yep.
if that's the way it's gonna go, I kind of think I'm gonna take the Wild here. Like Ottinger apparently didn't look very good. 28 saves, 23 goals against.
23 goals against? That's crazy.
28 saves, 23 saves, 28 shots against.
There you go.
Ottinger had 28 saves or 28 shots against and 27 saves. I've been awake for like 30 minutes. I'm sorry. And they just had goals coming everywhere. So I'm sticking with Minnesota. I'm gonna see it ride. Mammoth and the Vegas. Ooh. This I think is another tough one. I genuinely might go Mammoth. I think we see the upset. I don't have a lot of confidence in this Golden Knights team. They did not do that well. They only finished 3 points ahead of the Mammoth in the standings, and they're still, wildcard 1 and Pacific 1. So, despite home ice advantage, I just don't know what this Golden Knights team has going for it other than Jack Eichel. I guess Mitch Marner. And this Utah Mammoth team, it feels like they're a young team, coming kind of up. They got a lot of potential. I'm going to stick with the Mammoth. I think they could surprise some people. Oilers Ducks, I think, despite the fact that they play in the Pacific, both play in the Pacific, and it's kind of close. I'm going to go with the Oilers. I think they've just got the playoff experience. The goaltending will be an issue, especially against that Ducks team, but with Connor McDavid, I just can't count them out. Leon Draisaitl is out. When is he going back? Is he back to the playoffs or no?
He's supposed to be back.
Yeah, so between them, Evan Bouchard, I think they overcome the goaltending at least for the first round, so I'll take the Oilers. Ooh, we're doing okay now. Okay. Buffalo Boston is an interesting matchup. You still have Boston, kind of still the old guard, kind of a little young. Like if I look up the Bruins roster, I don't even know who's really on this roster and producing right now. Pasternak and Geeky, Zaka and McAvoy.
Yep.
Like they're all kind of late 30s. They're not really a young team.
No, that's what a retool is.
So it's just a weird team to make the playoffs. And then you have Buffalo, who kind of has everything. They have scoring touch up front. They've got the goaltending. They've got the defense. And despite the fact that Boston has a lot more playoff experience, I think I go Buffalo here. Just because I think they're a more complete team. They've got a little bit more energy. This is unexpected for them, so they're playing a little. I expect them to play a little bit higher, higher rate. So I'm interested to see it. I think it could go either way, but I'm going to take Buffalo in the first. Tampa, Montreal.
Connor, get the gifts ready.
Yeah. You have, in Tampa, an incredibly experienced team, incredibly diverse. Nikita Kucherov and Braden Point, phenomenal up front. Victor Hedman in defense is going to be tough to get past. And then in net, maybe one of the great monsters of the playoffs of the last 10 years, Andrei Vasilevsky.
Might be the best goalie of the decade, honestly.
Best goalie of the 2020s, absolutely. I'd 100% give it to him.
Mm.
And just in the playoffs, I know firsthand he is another beast. It felt scary playing against him in the finals a few years ago. That said, Montreal is now a very, very different team than they were in the finals a few years ago.
There it is.
We have, some people have said, your young team don't have a lot of playoff experience. We do. We have it. I mean, Cole and Suzuki both went to the finals. Evans, Danault, Gallagher, Anderson all went, and they all have extra playoff experience.
1 year of playoff experience.
A little more than that, but yeah. Nick Suzuki, I think, has been to 3 postseasons. He had the finals, and the other 2 times he lost in the first round. Though I think he was on the team that beat Pittsburgh in the play-in, the COVID year, but or the first COVID year, I guess, when they cut the season short. So I think we have a bit of playoff experience. Like, we're not fresh young bucks. Where we don't have a lot of playoff experience is in net. Both our guys are rookies. You never know. A young rookie goaltender going on a hot streak to win a cup is not an unknown story, right? You look back at guys like what's his name? Not Tristan Jerry, Matt Murray. He did it with Penguins. Jordan Binnington was, I don't know if he was a rookie, but he was hot near the end. He was still pretty young. Like it. So I'm not that worried about young goaltending in our team. And then defense, again, not a ton of experience there. Mike Baths and Alex Carrier are a bit more experienced. I don't know if they don't necessarily have a lot of playoff experience, but I think they can hold their own well enough if our forwards can score. I have a little bit of concern, like our second, third, fourth line, if they're going to score as much. Second line, I think, still will. And third and fourth kind of have to play that more grindy role. But if we can do it, I think we have the coach. I think we have the team. I think we have the desire to do it. I think this team is hungry enough to do it. So it could go either way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to, say the Habs are going to destroy here, but I think the Habs are going to win. It might be homerism. It might just be complete. I am completely biased, but I truly do believe in this team, and I think they can beat Tampa. If they can beat Tampa, I think they can go on a run. Carolina and Ottawa. Carolina. I don't. Everybody's talking about this Ottawa team. I just don't see it. I don't see the hype.
People aren't talking about it. The Senators are doing the same thing they did last year against the Leafs. They're like, "Oh, we were so close, guys. You get beaten 5. You almost got swept. You're not close. Like, you're not close. Being worse than the Leafs in the playoffs makes you like horrible."
Yeah, as a low bar, and Ottawa's
Yeah.
tripping over it. So, and the Carolinas just look good. I mean, you saw it last night, 2-0. So I got confidence in Carolina. And Pittsburgh, Philly. Ooh, this is gonna be a close match. Gonna be bloody. You saw clips of Travis Sanheim, Sidney Crosby going at it in corners along the boards, trying to get the puck, just cross-checking each other. Crosby gave him a good slash. So I think I really hope this series goes 7. I want to see the bloodshed, and it is a 50-50 coin toss who comes out alive. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh, betting on Crosby. Crosby's not an easy guy to beat. In the second round, I'll give you my rundown of my team, so I'll go a little bit quicker here. Colorado, Minnesota. I'm probably going to keep Colorado here. I think it'll be a bit closer. It's definitely closer than the Kings matchup, but Colorado is just too good, man. Mammoth, Oilers, pretty easy match in the second round in terms of skill. Like, now these teams I think are going to go much further, but I think Edmonton probably takes it just based on playoff experience. Buffalo, Montreal. This is where the dick riding's going to get hard. Montreal's going to take Buffalo. I don't think Buffalo's got the experience. I think they peter out a little bit in the second round. Okay, Josh, I see your face.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when it's my thing, but all right.
Okay. Carolina, Pittsburgh. I think Carolina takes it. I don't think Pittsburgh's got the juice to keep going. Avalanche, Oilers. I think Avalanche probably take it. Oilers just can't keep up the goaltending, and their team just isn't built for it. Carolina, Montreal.
Just say it, Ryan. We know you're gonna dick ride. Just say it. Go ahead.
This is, I think, the closest matchup other than Tampa, Montreal. I'm choosing to believe that Montreal can make it to the finals. I'm choosing to believe.
If you say that they're
No,
gonna beat the
they have
Habs
Montreal going
here,
to win the cup. The
I'm
Avalanche are
about
going
to
to win the cup.
say, like, they're right. It might be a sweep. Their team is so much better
I'm
than
not
you.
okay. I'm not going to go that far. I think it won't be a sweep. I don't necessarily believe Montreal will make it to the finals. I'm choosing to believe that they will. This is a homer pick. Don't get me wrong. I think they can do it. I think the options are they either lose to Tampa or they make the finals. I think those are the two most likely scenarios.
All right, let's reset the board. It's time for my unbiased take here.
Yeah, okay.
My team's not in the playoffs.
Yeah, you can
All
be
right.
biased against other teams.
So Colorado Kings. Sorry, Connor. Colorado, like they're so incredible. Dallas, Minnesota. I know Minnesota like kicked a lot of ass last night, but honestly, I'm still gonna give the edge to the Stars.
Okay.
Vegas, Mammoth. The truth is, Ryan. I look as much as I would love to see Mitch Marner fail. I'm gonna give it to Vegas for the same reason that you're trying to give it to Montreal. Experience. What experience did the Mammoth have in the playoffs? Zilch.
Yeah.
So, Edmonton, versus Anaheim. I mean, you got to go with the Oilers. Connor McDavid clears. In the East, Buffalo, Boston. I really hope that Buffalo doesn't turn into like the Leafs, where they just let Boston run their stuff, because like I can't stand Boston. And as a Bills fan, even though I'm a Leaf fan, I don't inherently hate the Sabres. And since I'm a Bills fan, I do like this. I do like Buffalo. So give me the Sabres. Second round, Tampa just clears you guys. They got one of the best goalies in this decade. They still have the firepower up front, and the playoff experience clears the Habs. I don't even really think it's a conversation.
I think it is a conversation. Okay.
Carolina, Ottawa. I mean, it's Carolina. Like, Ottawa fans are delusional. They're more delusional than Leaf fans, and that's coming from a Leaf guy. Like, it's like
Good
Ryan
call.
said. Ryan said it is not a high bar, and you guys can't climb the bar. We clear the Battle of Ontario, and we're not even good anymore. All right, when it comes to Pittsburgh, Philly, I mean, I think I go Pittsburgh, but not for the same reason that Ryan did. Battle of Pennsylvania is going to be fun. I do hope this goes to 7, honestly. But I think they clear just because of Stu Skin. The guy's got playoff experience. He's got Stanley Cup experience. He could drag that team to the finals potentially. All right, so second round, Colorado clears. I mean, they're just so good. I think Mitch Marner's lack of being good in the playoffs just is a detriment to the second round for Vegas. So I give it to the Oilers. I think the Oilers are still good, and if they get Draisaitl back, they'll be even better. In the East, man, Buffalo Tampa would be a fun series. Like, I think that one's also going to be close. I give the edge to Tampa. They're that good. And then Carolina Pittsburgh, like, honestly, another fun series where Stu Skin could steal some games, but I think the firepower of Carolina still just comes out on top there. All right, so Colorado, Edmonton. I mean, Colorado's center depth is the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen. So I think I have to go with the Avs here. Like, I think the Avs are going to clear whoever I put in the East Finals. And I think we've seen this Eastern Conference Finals before between Tampa and Carolina, and I don't think it goes Carolina's way. I don't know why Carolina can't get over the hump of the Eastern Conference Final, but you know what? You know what? No, this is off the boards. We make off the boards predictions. Give me Carolina beating Tampa in the Eastern Conference Final. All right, this would be a fun final series. But again, do I go with my off the boards take and just say that they clear? I mean, the Avs are trying to. For the sake of trade deadline acquisitions almost never working out, give me the Hurricanes to win the cup this year. I'm taking them.
That is an off the board stake, Josh. That is insane.
Give me the Hurricanes.
Okay. If you say so.
And I'm rooting for Colorado. I'm just saying, I'm rooting for Colorado and Buffalo to be in the final. But honestly, give me Carolina.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, it's obviously the Kings. It's not even close. Now, so first round, Avs Kings. Obviously, I think it just has to be Colorado. They're just built completely differently when their entire squad is healthy. I don't think there's any other forward core that really is competing. LA likes to play pretty structured, but again, I don't think we have even close to the offensive ceiling to compete at all if it turns into a marathon, which I doubt it will. So I'm taking Colorado in the first round. Stars Wild. I know, like we talked about, Wild, obviously spanked their ass last night. This is a series that I can see going 7 games.
Yeah.
I think both of these teams are ridiculously good. I would like to see this series go as long as possible. I think that Dallas is probably one of the most complete teams in the league, is maybe the way that I'll word that. I think that they've got like good scoring depth, they have a strong defense, and then, their goaltending is reliable. I just think that if this one goes down the stretch, I'm taking the Dallas Stars over the Minnesota Wild. Moving on to Vegas, Utah. I actually don't think it's overly close here. I think Vegas is just way too comfortable in playoff hockey. They have a lot of experience in the playoffs. And they're just a physical team. And again, I take them over the Mammoth. And I don't think that one's like super overly close. Oilers, Ducks. I'm taking the Oilers here over the Ducks. Pretty much same kind of thing. I think Edmonton, like if they get Draisaitl, are one of the highest power scoring offenses in the entire league. Like their scoring core is just absolutely ridiculous. They just have crazy firepower. I think Anaheim is getting better year in and year out. They were a lot better this year. But again, like just over a stretch of games, I think the Oilers take it. Moving over, looking at Sabres Boston. So I am choosing to believe in the Buffalo Sabres young core. I think that Buffalo takes this one over Boston. I just don't think Boston is quite the same team that they have been in these playoffs. And I just think that like Buffalo's core brings a lot of speed. They have a lot of fucking offense. They've been a lot of fun to watch this year, and I think that they're just quicker. So I'm taking the Sabres over Boston.
I'll buy Sabres hat. They win the cup.
My bracket is pretty close, I think, to yours, Josh, for the most part.
So far.
Tampa Bay, Montreal. So this one's interesting. Montreal, obviously, this season has been absolutely incredible. They've been wild to watch, especially with like how young their roster is and for like how much Montreal is paying those guys. I think like I don't know that anybody necessarily expected their season to be quite as good as what it was. So again, I think the Canadiens team has been great this year. Now, what I will say on the flip side, Tampa's experience in the playoffs is just different. Like I get that Montreal has some experience in the playoffs, but I mean, look at Tampa. They've been through every type of playoff series. Like, they've been to Game 7s. They've been to the Stanley Cup. They've been in tons of different situations, almost probably every situation that you can put a team in, and they have experience in almost every avenue of it. I still don't know that I could necessarily bet against Vasilevsky and net and a player like Nikita Kucherov, who just continues to light it up year after year. I think that Tampa's roster is deep. And I personally have them over Montreal in the first round. But again, I do think that is a series that like could go the distance. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if it swings the other way. Moving on to Carolina, Ottawa. This one's not fucking close. Give me the Hurricanes. Fuck Ottawa. I love seeing the Tkachuk brothers fucking crash and burn. I love seeing Brady fucking Tkachuk throw 6 punches last night and get knocked down in 1 because he's a little bitch with a glass chin. I don't think it's even close. I don't understand the hype around Ottawa's roster. I don't think they're that good. I think the Hurricanes are just too good. Yeah, there's not much else to say there. I got the Hurricanes. Pittsburgh Philly. This is one of the other series that I agree with pretty much what you guys said. I can see this series going 7 games. I
hope
actually
it
think this
does.
is going to be a really good series, and I think it could realistically go either way. I'm going to go a little different than what you guys went. I'm actually going to take Philly here. I'd love to see Crosby move on and make a run. The only thing that I'm stuck on is with Philly, they have a much younger and faster team than the Penguins,
Yeah.
in my personal opinion. They play very aggressively, and I think if this game was to go 7, I just think that they're going to wear down Pittsburgh's veteran core much quicker than what their young lineup is going to run down, and it's going to have an impact in the later games of the series. So if this series goes 7 like I think it's going to, I have the Flyers taking the edge. Moving over to the second round, I'll be a little quicker this time. Avalanche Stars. I'm taking the Avalanche. Again, I mean, I think this is a heavy matchup, especially with how good the Stars are and how, overall rounded their roster is. But again, I think Colorado just has players that can change a game in a snap of a finger, and their roster's just too good. So I've got the Avalanche winning that one. Moving down to Vegas Oilers. I actually don't know if I think this one is overly close. I have Edmonton winning this one. Again, I'm just betting on star power here, and I'm betting on elite scoring ability to win it out. I don't see this series going super long. Team Edmonton on that one. Sabres Lightning. I think this will be a super fun matchup to watch. I again think it'll be exciting to watch, but I don't know that it'll necessarily be super close. Obviously, the first time the Sabres have been in the playoffs in fucking forever. Again, I talked about it in the last matchup. I think Tampa just has way too much playoff experience. They just have a brick wall in net, and they've got incredible scoring power. I've got Tampa Bay winning that one. And then the last matchup between Carolina and Philly, same kind of thing. I've got Carolina here winning against Philly. Again, I think Carolina's depth is just better, and they're just a better overall rounded team. Moving on to the conference finals. So, I feel like we got to get a little weird here, right?
Yeah.
Can't play it by the book. Why would we play it by the book? I have the Oilers beating the Avs. I think this is the year that Connor McDavid gets it done. Here's what I will say. I think that if the Oilers goaltending can just hold up, if they can be decent enough, which has been a huge issue, obviously, for the last couple years and has been a problem, I think if they can just hold down the fort temporarily, as much as they possibly can, I think Edmonton has the scoring ability and the firepower up front to outscore almost any team in the league at any given time. So if their goaltending can at least be good enough, I think that they have a shot in this one, and I think this series could be interesting. Again, the Avs are a disgustingly good team. I would not be surprised whatsoever if they go all the way. But I'm going to take Edmonton this one and spice it up a little bit. Moving over to the other side, also maybe a spicier take. I'm taking the Hurricanes over Tampa. I don't know. I personally just feel like Carolina is a much more interesting team this year. I think their roster is pretty dynamic. I would be interested to see what happens here. Again, I think Vasilevsky is just disgustingly good, and Kucherov can score goals all night long. So I think this will be an interesting matchup, but I want to give the edge to the Hurricanes. And then in the final, like I said, I've got the Oilers winning it this year. I think this is the year they get it done. And if anything, I think it's the year that they have to get it done, realistically, right? Like, I think this is probably the one shot that they have. If they don't get it done this year, then yeah.
McDavid
I'll give him next year, but
leaving if you guys don't win,
right?
Like, I think he's getting tired.
Well, and that's just it. I personally think that this is the year that it needs to happen if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So again, Carolina's depth versus Edmonton's like superstar talent. Again, I'm betting on star power here. I'm hoping that the Oilers players, they can take over games. I think this is the year that they finally get it done. So that's what I'm gonna go with. And
I like it.
Okay. Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
go for it.
I agree. Montreal beating Tampa is unlikely. If they do it, do you see them getting to the finals?
No.
You don't think they could beat Buffalo and Carolina?
No.
I think I'd have them beating Buffalo.
I think they could beat Buffalo, but here's the thing, Ryan. If Buffalo comes out of the first round, like let's say, and they're on fire, right? They sweep or something like that, or Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen gets hot. I don't know if you beat them. Like your goaltending is your detriment.
Our goaltending is
Like
not that bad.
It could be interesting.
I think in the playoffs right now, other than maybe Philly or Utah, or I guess the Oilers, you guys probably have the bottom 4 goaltending. Like if I was to rank the teams here for goaltending, I would say you guys are bottom 4.
You haven't been paying attention. Jakob
I
Doge has a goal save percentage 901.
901 is not that good. What are you talking about? Like that is
In
mid
the league today,
stats.
that's pretty good.
No,
Over
it's
900 is
not.
pretty good.
Yeah, over 901. Ryan, you're grasping at straws here.
It's not. He was on fire to the end of the season, Josh.
If on fire is a 901, that's insane. I know your bar for goalie stats are really low because you haven't had a goalie in a while, but like that's crazy, Ryan.
That's including the start of the year. If you look, I can pull up his game logs. The end of the year, he was doing way better than that.
Let me pull here. So Scott Wedgwood, 921. Jasper Walsats had a 916. Even Dennis Heldeby had a 914. Vasilevsky has a 912. Logan Thompson has a 912. Sesturkin had a 912. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has a 910. Forsling had a 910.
Okay. Josh, over his last 14 games, he had a 924 save percentage.
Over his last how many?
14 games. That's going back to March.
I'm just saying, even Swayman had a 908 this year. Like your guy ranks, where is it? 901. He's the 35th best goalie when it comes to save percentage in the league. And yes, I know that a lot of there are backups in here. If I was to take out the backups, like 1, 2, because even Fowler's above him. Fowler had a 908. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's the 25th best goalie in the NHL if I was to take away backups.
But you're looking at a season-long average. I'm saying he's been hot. Like last 14 games, what did I say, 924? Like, I think he has the juice to do it. And a young rookie goaltender getting hot to end the year and going on a run in the playoffs, like I said, is not a new story. Binnington did it. Matt Murray did it. It's been a very long time, but Ken Dryden did it. Like, it is not an unknown theory, right?
It's the last 14. You said the last 14? Give me
Last
a second.
14 games.
Give me a second. I'll do some calculations here.
Yeah, 924 save percentage. It's 10-4. Like
7, 8, 9, 10,
games.
11, 12, 13, 14, divided by 14.
It's also worth noting that Montreal went 2-1-1 against Tampa this year. And the last 2 games against Tampa, when we're fighting to get a divisional spot, fighting for home ice advantage, against Tampa Bay, Dobish had a 973, on March 31st and 944 on April 9th. So 10 days ago, he's still posting 944s against Tampa. Like, I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to win, but I'm saying it's going to be close. And I think if they pull out the win, I think we win. I think we go on a run.
So I just did some quick math here. I'm just gonna double check to make sure that my math is correct.
Connor, I'd like to remind you, before you picked Tampa, you were dick riding Montreal yourself, and I was jerking off to it.
No.
So what'd you
Rewind it back.
what'd
Get
you
in comments.
say? What'd you say he had in his last 14 round? What was the save percentage?
924.
Okay, well, I mean, 924 is pretty good, but I would not count out Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen because
Okay.
his consistency this season has been better than a guy who's caught fire. Like at home this year, Ryan, did you know that at home he hasn't lost a game this year?
That's a good stat.
Actually, no, I lied. He lost 4 games at home. Sorry. Which I mean is still an incredible stat. And his save percentage on the road is better than at home.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? What's the guy's name? Jacob Dobish?
Dobish, yeah.
How the fuck does he spell his name?
Dobes.
I was gonna say I think it's
I meant his first name, but
JAKUB.
it's all good. I'm looking at his splits.
That's worth noting. Dobish is a rookie. He only became a starter in the back half of the year. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's got a little bit more experience, so to see him a little bit more steady through the whole year, I'm not surprised.
He actually played more games than Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen this year. Is Ukko not the... Wait, hold on. Is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen not the starter? Because if he's not the starter... If he is not the starter, that means you guys are going in against a backup. Oh, he split games with Lyon this year.
Yeah,
yeah, I think they played a 50-50 split, mostly.
Yeah.
You have to. I think you're going with Pekka Luukkonen, but just know that if you guys beat Pekka, they're gonna throw Lyon in there who had a 907 this year versus a 910 for Pekka. And I mean, Dobish's stats, they're all right. Here's the problem, Ryan. In the games that Dobish has lost, do you know what his goals against is?
It's not good. I grant you that. When he loses, he loses bad.
It is a 513. That is atrociously bad.
In his losses, 513? That can't be right.
No, I'm on StatMuse right now. Go to StatMuse, look him up, and look at his splits. In his wins, I'll give you, he has a 204. But in his losses, he's staring at a 513. In his overtime losses, he has a 313. But
goals against, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sorry, I thought you meant save percentage.
I mean, his save percentage is an 820 in those games. So I mean,
yeah,
when he loses, he loses pretty bad. Like Ukko, when he loses, his goals against, it's not great, but it's a 309. Like,
I'm pulling it up.
I'm not saying that this series can't be close, right? But goaltending, I still think you have a rookie goalie who you talked about him getting hot. Like, he could, but you don't know what he's going to look like in the big time yet. We haven't seen it, right? He could fall off and
Yeah, listen, nothing I'm saying is very likely. I'm saying I think there's a chance.
Plus for a rookie to catch fire like that, Ryan, is pretty tough, right?
Is it?
Bennington did it, but I mean that Blues team was also pretty good.
Habs team's pretty good.
I don't know. I mean,
second
but also
Ryan,
Ryan,
in the league, Suzuki's probably going with Selke at over 100 points.
You really
on fire.
Yeah, but Ryan, did you realize that most of the goalies who catch fire like this, right, like the Benningtons, they fall off. So I wouldn't hitch your wagon to a Bennington unless you want to.
If they win a cup, that's all that matters. I don't care if Dobish falls off in 3 years. If we win a cup this year,
3 years, Bennington fell off the year after.
If we win a cup this year, I don't care. That's what we got Fowler for.
I don't think
Dobish isn't the future of this team. I don't think. I think the future of this team is still Fowler. But if Dobish is the guy right now, Feed them.
I think next year I'd give it to you, but I don't think that it, like, if you beat Tampa, right, which I don't think is very likely anyway.
Okay.
I don't know if you clear Buffalo. I think it's a closer series than Tampa. Like, I think Tampa clears you guys more than Buffalo would clear you. I think it's a lot closer with Buffalo, but Tampa just has the experience, Ryan, that you guys don't have. They are multiple times Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah.
Like, they've been to the Cup final, I think, more than any other Eastern Conference team in the last, like, probably 15 years, 10 years, 15. Like,
Boston's gone like 3 times. Let's look it up.
Like, what all I'm trying to say is they're incredibly good, and so I would have a hard time counting them out against a team that we don't know a lot about in the playoffs.
Don't get
Like,
me wrong. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
the Habs struggled in the playoffs last year against Washington, who got smoked in the second round, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but that was a different team. It's different goaltending. Our young guys, we didn't have young guys coming up. Slavkovsky did not look as good as he did this year. Like, Pittsburgh might have gone more. But, yeah.
Well, Pittsburgh had Crosby, but
yeah. We got Nick Suzuki.
I mean, Ryan, your team from last year looks almost identical to the team you guys are rolling into the playoffs with this year.
Except that they're a year older.
I guess.
And we
Noah
have Dobish.
Dobson's from Summerside. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a Maritimer.
Huh. Also born in 2000.
Yeah.
Huh. Wonder why I thought he was older.
He feels older. He plays more experienced.
I guess. I don't know. It feels like he's been in the league forever on the island. But I just don't really pay attention to the island. I mean, like, yeah, if I look at your guys' stats from last year, like, the top 3 stat getters from your team last year are actually the top 4 are identical to what you guys had this year.
But look at their point totals from last year versus this year.
I know. I'm not saying that they didn't improve. But, I mean, I don't think they improved as much as you think that they did. Like, Suzuki went up by 12 points. Suzuki had a great year last year, Ryan. He had 89 points.
Yeah.
Like,
Caulfield went by 18. Slavkovsky went by like an extra 20. Hudson went up by like 10.
Yeah, Hudson went up by 12.
But then we add in Demidov, Dobson. Like, after the top 4, our numbers jump up a little bit again.
Yeah,
That's
but like,
look better this year.
When you talk about playoff experience, though, like, I don't. Dobson.
We have some playoff experience. We're not a young, unexperienced team. We have a little bit. We don't have them as much as Tampa does. We don't have as much as like Colorado or Pittsburgh has. But we have the experience. We went to the Cup final. We did that.
Yeah,
with this same core.
With Suzuki and Caulfield.
Suzuki, Caulfield.
You had Jake Evans, you had Josh Anderson, you had Gallagher on that team. I think you had Carrier and Texier.
We didn't, but we had Deneau, but we didn't have anybody else.
Okay, yeah. So you didn't have Newhook, you didn't have Bolduc. I think
no, but Newhook won a cup. Newhook's got playoff experience.
Fine, he won a cup with Colorado. We can't.
He went. He was there. He experienced it.
Hey Ryan, how many points do you think he had in that run?
Like 5. But he was still there. He was part of the team.
He didn't play. One. I don't remember what year did they win the cup, because I don't even think he was there for it.
He was. It was his second. It was his first full year. He played how many games? He played 12 games, had 4 points.
12 games. So he didn't even get to play all the games. That's not a lot of experience. I mean,
he was in rotation. He was part of the team. He was there. Like, he has the
experience. Lane Hudson has 1 year of playoff experience where you guys got beat last year. Slavkovsky and Demidov, the same thing. Kapanen had 0. Like, you don't have as much playoff experience as you think you do.
I think we have enough to say we have experience.
You got beaten 5 games last year by a team that got smoked in the second round of Caulfield.
We were a younger team.
1 year, Ryan.
1 year makes a fucking difference, Josh. Everybody's points jump like 10 or 15 points. Like,
Caulfield and Hudson were both -5 and -6. Suzuki was a -5. Also true. Connor just said the Corey Perry curse put you in the cup final because that guy, whatever team that guy plays for, always gets to the final but never wins. Corey Perry is a Stanley Cup champion. I do want to
Yeah.
say that, but it's been a long time. Wasn't it like, God, was it, what year did they win? Was it 08?
2007,
Or was
I
it
think.
6? It
It
was
was
a
7
long
or 8.
time ago. Like we're
It
they're
was
almost
7.
pushing 20 years since Corey Perry's won a cup, but he's been
Yeah.
to the cup final like
Yeah.
6 times. Oh man, I have such a love-hate relationship for that guy. All right,
You want
well,
to move on? Deuce.
yeah, we'll talk about trophies. I mean, a lot of the trophies got set in stone this week after the season ended.
Yeah. David wins Art Ross. McKinnon
Say
won
say
Robert
it.
Richard.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep,
By like what, 2 goals, 1 goal?
I said it was gonna happen.
It was close. Fucking net goals. Uh, yeah. It happened. I think Caulfield will be back, and I'm not that worried about it. So
I
it's
can't,
fine.
I can't, I can't
I
bet
can't be mad at a
on.
guy scoring 50 goals.
We can't bet on awards anymore, so I'm guessing a
Yeah.
lot of them have already been
Yeah, I think
winners
voting
being picked.
happens. Voting would have happened around now. I don't know if it happens after the first round
Oh,
or
here
after
it
the
is.
second round.
Yes, so Art Ross was McKinnon, which is his 6th Art Ross. That's insane.
It was
Rocket
McDavid,
goes
wasn't
to
it?
McKinnon. William M. Jennings goes to Mackenzie Blackwood, and all the other ones are voted trophies. It seems so. We gotta wait until the actual award show.
Yeah.
I mean, Suzuki could win the Selkie.
I think he's the leading favorite. I think it's gonna happen. Yeah. Voting has happened already, so that's probably why we can't vote anymore. But I think Suzuki is gonna win the Selkie. I don't know who else could win it.
Calder is gonna be Schaefer. Like it's
Yeah.
probably not close.
Yeah.
Jack Adams probably goes to Lindy Ruff, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny, honestly. Like, guy who's coached that team like 3 times, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Werenski probably wins the Norris. I
Yeah.
mean,
I think he probably does. I think it'll be a bit spread out.
like I
I'm sure
could
Quinn
see
Hughes. I'm sure Kel
Makar.
McCarr will get vote.
I could see
I think
Makar
Lane
winning it.
Hudson will get some votes. Dick riding.
I'm about to say he's not even on the top 4. So
I'm saying he'll get votes. Yeah, Ted Lindsay, I think will probably go to probably McDavid. I'd like to see Kucherov win
yeah,
last year.
I mean
But
he's that good though, right? It's hard to vote against him.
yeah, Vezina, I have no idea.
Vesna will be an interesting one, but it's probably like it might be split between the 2 Minnesota goalies.
Well, the Vezina, I don't think it can be split unless they tie, I guess. But
I think you can split that trophy, unless I'm thinking of the Jennings.
you're
But
thinking of the Jennings. Like the Jennings got split between Mackenzie Blackwood and Scott Wedgwood because they both played enough games. Yeah, Lady Bing, who knows? Probably Jakub Slavin.
the finalist for the Vesna, or it seems most likely, is going to be Vasilevsky, Sorokin, and Logan Thompson.
I think it's probably Vasilevsky. I think if Sorokin made the playoffs, it'd probably be him. But
Yeah, it would probably have to be Sorokin if they made the playoffs.
yeah,
But I mean, this also just goes into it. You're going into the first round playing probably the best goalie in the NHL.
yeah,
Like, it's not going to be an easy win.
we have one of the best scorers in the NHL. So, and a guy who finished, I think, 5th in points. Like we have scoring, which is an insane thing to say for Montreal, which hasn't been true for 30, 40 years. But we have scoring, which is incredible, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, but you're going up against Nikita Kucherov, who I'm pretty sure was what, 2nd in scoring this year in the NHL for points?
Yeah,
130 plus 43.
yeah.
They have a defenseman that had 70 points who I realized I need to put more respect on his name. Darren Radish. I was not familiar with your game, my guy. He had 22 goals. Damn. Okay. I apparently I don't know puck as much as I thought I did. Jesus. mean, Corey Perry had 9 points playing with the Lightning. He's coming.
Where are the points totals here?
For what, Tampa?
Yeah. All right. So Kucherov, and then there's a drop to Gensel and Hagel and Radish, and
There's
then
a
there's another
drop on your team, too.
So I'd like to. My answer is Kucherov and what army? Bring it.
Jake Fine. The argument could be made to you, Nick Suzuki, and what army?
Caulfield and this is my friend Slavkovsky. We have a Slavkovsky. All right, we have a Slavkovsky. Where's your Slavkovsky?
His name is Brandon Hagel. Also, Jay Gunsel. Didn't he have more points than Caulfield?
I think they have the same amount of points.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. You don't have it. How many goals did Hudson have? Did he have 22? They got a Radish, all right?
Okay.
They have a guy who is 6'1", 202, who had 70 points this year as a defenseman who had 22 goals. Also, like, man, God,
12.
what an incredible increase. This guy had 37 points last year, and he just increased it to 70. And also, Hedman didn't play in most of the games this year because he was battling injury. So they also have Victor Hedman, who is one of the most tenured defensemen in the NHL.
What I'm hearing is they have the ghost of Victor Hedman. If he's been injured, played 33 games this year.
What I'm hearing is they have more playoff poise. Anyways,
Victor
we
Hedman
got
is
sidetracked
how old
from
now?
talking about trophies.
35. Oh, we talked about the trophies. What other trophies were there? Maybe, you know, Josh, maybe we should do an award show. Maybe next week we do like the actual awards. We had our picks. Next week we actually like say,
I can set that.
This is the off the boards MVP. This is the off the boards goalie of the year. This is the off the boards rookie. This is the off the boards moment of the year. Or something.
We stopped doing the stars of the week.
I think you should also. I think you should also add awards like biggest bitch in the NHL. We can just give it to Chuck Brothers.
Yeah, we can give it to them collectively.
We don't have to do official awards. You can do fun ones. Lost the most amount of fights goes to Brady to Chuck.
All right, Josh. We'll get some cards together. I'll bring a suit tomorrow. Next week we'll do that.
All right, so I want to talk about the Leafs quickly before we get into the lottery and then games. I'll be quick with this. All right, so I'm gonna start with Berube. Now, I don't hate Craig Berube as a person. I don't think he's the right coach for the Leafs. I've been saying that all year. He doesn't like rookies. This team is heading to a retool situation. And right now, they basically said they're not going to fire him, and we're going to be in the same position we were with Mike Babcock, where they're going to probably let him coach 20 games next year. We're going to be ass, and then they're going to fire him. We're going to be playing from behind all year. I really, really hope whoever the next GM is will fire him. Now, for GM candidates, I've heard a lot of people throwing around, Doug Armstrong, Brandon Pridham, Bill Scott, Pronger, and then there's a couple other ones that I've heard too. Honestly, my top two personal thing, I would love to see Chris Pronger because I think he'd actually build a team with a spine. And he's already said that when it pertains to Matthews, his solution is I'm going to go to him and I'm going to basically say, hey, either you're in or you're out. We're not going to cater to you. Either sign the contract or we're going to trade you. And honestly, we kind of need that kind of cutthroat aspect because we haven't had that from the front office in a long time. I also would love to have Brandon Pridham. My fear about Pridham is he would fall to the shadows of Keith Pelly and just do whatever he says. I don't think Chris Pronger would do whatever he says, but that's why I think Chris Pronger won't get hired because he's not going to fall in line. Now, I also hope that they fire Keith Pelly because I've heard multiple things about him bringing in AI-generated trade stuff into the deadline, which pisses me off. Like, come on, be better, for one. And two, everything that Keith Pelly has said, he's gone against. We're not just here to sell jerseys. Mitch Marner's first game back in Toronto, we were selling a signed Vegas Knights Mitch Marner jersey. Like if you're going to say one thing and then do the other one, it's very frustrating. Now, and yeah, so I don't know. I don't know who they're going to sign as GM. I really hope that we get this figured out before May, preferably, or at least before June, so the GM has a little bit of time to get draft stuff ready. But as speaking of draft stuff, the Leafs, we were able to fall to the bottom 5, which means that we will keep our pick as long as no one moves up in the draft lottery, unless it's the Leafs. Now, I would love to see the Leafs win the draft lottery. Gavin McKenna would fix a lot of problems, but it would still not fix the gaping hole on the defensive side of the puck. So, yeah. Ryan, do you want to talk about the draft lottery a little bit, or was that basically what you wanted to say?
Yeah, I'm praying to God Toronto doesn't win the draft lottery. I'm hoping they stay at 5. If they stay at 5, there's a good chance they can get a defenseman. The next 4 top prospects, or the next 3 top prospects in North America at least, are defensemen.
It's a win-win for me. Like, if they stay at the pick, Ryan, we get a defenseman. If we move up, that's great. If we fall and the pick goes to Boston, by God, I will hurt myself. And B, because I know they're going to take a generational talent somehow. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's Boston, and things always work out for Bruins fans.
Yeah, I would like to see Toronto stay at 5, if for no other reason than I know they'll blow it. Whereas Boston, I think, will make the right pick. But I do hope Toronto gets a good defenseman that can, sort their things out. Because I think the league is better when Montreal and Toronto are good at the same time.
Yeah, The problem with MLSC, I'm just going to say this real quick, is they don't like having more than one team good at a time. It's like the Jays were really good last year, right? So then like they stopped caring about the Leafs, and now like the Raptors are in the playoffs, but they don't really have like a fantastic team. They just have a lot of guys. So it's, I don't know. And the Jays kind of sucked to start the year, but let's get into mini games here because we're getting up on time.
Yep, let's get into it.
So Connor, what do you got? What are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna start with the classic.
All right. Columbus, New York could be Artemi Panarin.
Redman.
You could have also done the same thing for Chicago.
Yeah, I got another guy for Chicago.
Oh well, I was gonna go with Chicago, but
go nuts.
Oh, hold on. Give me. I could go with Sod. I could go with like Seth Jones. Give me Nick Foligno.
Okay.
You said Columbus Blackhawks, right?
Yep.
For Rangers, Red Wings, give me Patrick Kane.
For Columbus, Vancouver, give me the guy that got traded around the league every deadline when we were young. Give me Thomas Vanek. This guy got traded around the league like a bad hooker, or a good hooker. Like this guy was everywhere. If you look up like his hockey DB page, like it's like 10 teams. Like
oh god. Do I have a thing for either of these teams? Chicago, Detroit. There's probably an old guy because they're both original 6, but I can't. Josh, you have something for these teams?
I got something for Vancouver, Red Wings.
Okay. Give me New York first round pick Alex Lafreniere.
Alexi Lafreniere. There you go.
Alexi.
All right, give me Red Wings Vancouver. Give me the guy that sucker punched someone so hard he had to go to court for it. Give me Todd Bertuzzi. Guy almost ended his career.
God.
You okay, Ryan?
Alex DeBrincat.
Oh, okay.
Red Wings.
I thought you were gonna go with
Chicago.
picks.
No, I got one. Alex DeBrincat.
First round picks for Vancouver. Like there are a lot of obvious ones. Give me. You know what? Just because I like the Sedin twins. I miss seeing them in the NHL. Give me Daniel Sedin.
Didn't pick Henrik.
No, I like the winger.
Okay, I like Henrik more. Chicago first round pick. A lot of options. Give me Jonathan Toews.
Should have just gone with Patrick Kane again.
I could have. Well, I can't pick the same one. If I could have done that, I would have gone to Chicago, Detroit with Patrick Kane.
It would be funny if we could just fill an entire board with one player. There's definitely a board we could create where you could put Thomas Vanek in every spot.
Yeah, 100%. All right.
Oh,
That was a good round.
Oh,
What's that?
they got rid of connections? Huh.
Well,
activate.
what else we got?
What
This
is
is interesting. So this is like the reverse where you have to guess the category.
Oh God.
I feel like this would be incredibly difficult.
Well, Nick Holden, Petriangelo, and Merrill, I think all played for Vegas.
Yeah, okay. So there is no like none of these is like first round picks or a certain amount of points. It's all just teams.
Okay. Give me the Petriangelo, Holden, Merrill one. Give me Vegas. I'm curious to see if I'm right here.
Is Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Nozick, Moore, and Merrill. Give me I want to say it's the Devils. I'm not totally sure on Moore, but I think the other guys were Devils.
It's the
Oh my
Devils.
god. Oh my god, I'm flying. Okay. Ian Cole, John Michael Lyles. I mean, they played for a lot of teams.
Did Stefan Nosen play for the Avalanche?
That's kind of where I was at. Oh, I don't know if Michael Lyles did, because Michael Lyles played for, I thought, just the Leafs, Habs, and Hurricanes.
I don't think he played for the Habs.
Pretty sure he did.
I've never heard of him.
Or am I
so
thinking of Mike Komisarek?
I think you're thinking Komisarek. Let's try Colorado for them. Oh no, wait, no, it's not. There's no way Nosen didn't play for Colorado. They didn't. No.
Well, he must have played for someone.
Carolina? Ian Cole played in Carolina for a year.
Then yeah, it has to be Carolina then. Go shoot. Let's shoot.
It is Carolina.
Okay. Ian Cole, Blackman, and Petriangelo. That's got to be the Blues, right?
Yeah, Petrangelo didn't play anywhere else.
Other than Vegas.
Yeah.
Blues?
Yep, send it.
Yep.
Okay. John Michael Lyles, Sod, and Holden. Where would they have all played together?
Boston,
Sod's-
maybe?
Did Sod play for Boston? Or would they have all been on the Abs at one point? Wait, did Sod play for the Abs? Abs, or am I crazy?
He did play for the Avalanche. Nick Holden play for the Avalanche?
Good question. It has to be the Avs because Sod didn't play for Toronto or Boston.
Yeah, Avalanche.
Avalanche for here.
Yep.
Yeah. And Backman,
Avalanche.
Sad, and more.
Sod's played for a lot of teams. I don't know who Blackman's played for.
Who John Moore played for? Maybe St. Louis?
Could be Rangers. Or did
Weird.
Sod play for the Rangers?
No.
So then it has to be the Jackets.
Blue Jackets? Okay.
Yeah. Shoot Blue Jackets. Got to be the Blue Jackets.
You want to go to the Columbus Blue Jackets?
Yeah, let's see if we're right.
You
Bang!
got it.
Bang!
Solid showing.
So I'll be real. The only reason I knew the Devils was because of John Merrill. Because I used to in franchise mode, I used to trade for this guy back in like NHL 15. So I knew he was drafted by the Devils, and then I knew that he got for some reason I know he plays for the Vegas. I think as I saw him in franchise mode this year because I was curious where those guys ended up.
Gosh, I will say shout out to you because I didn't know half these guys. I have no idea who John Michael Lyles or Christian Backman are. Never heard of them in my life.
I know who
John
Backman
Moore,
is from I think
vaguely.
Hut.
Okay.
And I knew that Ian Cole, like the Blues one was pretty easy. Petrangelo's only played for 2 teams.
Yeah.
And I know John Michael Lyles because I used to watch the Leafs when they sucked. So I knew the teams he had played for. The Nozick one was kind of a throw. Sod also. I mean, there's like 2 teams that he's notably played for, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
but you know, it's interesting. It's cool though because now like you see it when like this is an interesting game.
Yeah.
Because like we got one side of the puzzle and then we had to do the other one, right? Because now you see like Sod's played for the Avs and the Jackets.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like it.
I like it too.
All right.
Well, I think that's all we have today, right? So, yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate the likes, the comments, all the support on our social media platforms, our TikTok, our X, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Playoffs. We got a game starting up in a couple hours here. 4 hours. We get Avalanche Kings. So that'll be an interesting afternoon start for them. Avalanche probably win, but who knows? Maybe the Kings have some kind of secret weapon they're going to pull out of their hat.
Maybe they can Gil McCarr and everybody else get run over by get into a bus accident. You never know.
Kopitar wants it. He wants it this year. He's winning it all.
I also really quick. That was a good speech by him. I like that. I will just say. But yeah, also I thought Ryan was going to say something much darker that we were going to have to bleep out again. So I appreciate him not doing that. But yeah,
No,
so
I just said they might die.
Still dark, not as dark as the thing we had to bleep. Okay, so we appreciate you guys watching. We will see you guys next week, and yeah, go. What is the Sabres chant? It's like, let's go Sabres. See you guys.